Tutankhamun's tombs, discovered by archaeologists in the Valley of the Kings. On first, death mask. Tutankhamun's death mask is probably the most famous artifact found in his tomb. Placed on Tut's face, the 21-inch-long ornate mask was manufactured mainly from gold inlaid with semi-precious stones and colored glass paste, and weighs a whopping 22 pounds. Glal Ali Hassan, an emeritus professor in the Cairo University Department of Mechanical Design, wrote in a 2016 paper published in the International Journal of Advancement in Engineering and Technology, "The eyes are produced from obsidian and quartz." Hassan wrote, "Nothing that the mask depicts Tutankhamun with a long beard and a headdress bearing a cobra and a vulture." On the back of the death mask is a spell from the Book of the Dead, written in hieroglyphs which guaranteed the mask's ability to function as the face of the deceased. Marian Attencross, a senior fellow at the American Research Center in Egypt, wrote in her book, The Unknown Tutankhamun. She noted that the third innermost coffin that Tutankhamun was buried in has the same spell written on it. Second, iron daggers. Tutankhamun was buried with two daggers, one with an iron blade and one with a gold one. Both daggers were found wrapped in different layers of the pharaoh's mummy bandages, according to the book Iron from Tutankhamun's Tomb. The dagger with the iron blade was placed by Tutankhamun's right thigh, researchers noted in the book. The iron used in the dagger was out of this world, crafted from a meteorite, and the dagger has a pommel made of rock crystal as well as a gold handle with intricate patterns carved on it. The dagger with the gold blade, which also has a gold handle with intricate carvings, was found above the abdomen of Tutankhamun, the researchers wrote. Both daggers show sign of wear. Kataja Brochet, a conservator at the Romish Germanisches Central Museum and co-author of Iron from Tutankhamun's Tomb, wrote in an email to Life Science. Brochet said it is not certain whether either dagger was ever used in a hunt or some other activity. Third, board games. Tutankhamun's tomb had at least 4 board games in it. According to the book, ancient Egyptians had played board games across borders. Some of the boards and game pieces found in the tomb were made of ivory, and the board seems designed for the game of the 20 and Senate. Neither game's rules are entirely clear. The Grand Egyptian Museum notes that Senate was played with a board of 30 squares, and the goal was to safely navigate all the pieces of the board while preventing the opponent from doing the same. The game of 20 rules are also uncertain. Among scholars who have studied the game, it is generally assumed that the two players started on each of the opposite side of the board, and that they then moved their pieces down the central aisle toward the final field and the end of the board to win the game. Annie Dunbattery, a research associate at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, wrote in an article published on the Metropolitan Museum of Art's website in 2014. Fourth, garment mannequin. One of the lesser-known treasures from Tutankhamun's tomb is a mannequin used to help choose, adjust and store the king's wardrobe and jewelry. Tut was of course a very snappy dresser with a huge wardrobe both for his life and afterlife. Laura Reniroy, founder and director of Ancient Egypt Alive, an educational organization, told Life Science in an email. There were hundreds of garments, 12 sumptuous robes, dozens of sandals, underwear, socks, even Tut's baby clothes that British archaeologist Howard Carter found in Tut's tomb. Rani Roy noted it makes sense for such a clothes horse to need a mannequin on which to hang display ornate robes and jewelry, even perhaps for his wardrobe attendants to make and prepare outfits and make adjustments to the king's vestments. Number 5. Gold sandals. Tutankhamun's mummy was found wearing gold sandals. The total length was about 29.5 cm. Andre Waldmacher, director of the Ancient Egyptian Footwear Project, told Life Science in an email, Tutankhamun likely would not have worn these sandals when he was alive. Waldmacher said sandals like these would likely have been made specifically for his burial. These gold sandals would have been cut from a plate of gold sheet and imposed, probably on a soft surface protected by a layer of leather. While Major said nothing that this process is not that different from how in modern days this metal is hammered into shape and decorated. Number 6. Tutankhamen's coffin. Tutankhamun was laid to rest within 3 coffins nested within each other. The combined coffin weighs about 1.25 tons. Joyce Talsley, an Egyptology professor at the University of Manchester in the UK, wrote in her book, Tutankhamun, The Search for an Egyptian King. The large size of the coffins coupled with the relatively small size of the Tutankhamun's tomb made it challenging for Carter to open them, Talsley noted. All 3 coffins shows Tutankhamun with a long beard and holding a crook and flail. The Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities notes that the outer coffin is made of gilded wood and has blue and red glass on its crook and flail. Talsley said the second coffin is also made of gilded wood and was found with several plants. The ministry notes that the third and innermost coffin is made of solid gold and was found wrapped in linen. Tutankhamun was laid to rest within this innermost coffin with his death mask among other items on him. Number 7. Tutankhamun's throne. 2 thrones were found in Tutankhamun's tomb, Tutankhamun said. One was made of ebony and because it resembled a bishop's chair, Carter called it the ecclesiastical throne. However, there is no evidence that it had a special religious purpose. The other throne, sometimes called the Golden Throne, has a depiction of Tutankhamun and his wife Ankhesenamun. Talsley noted in her book. In his notes, Carter wrote that Ankhesenamun seems to be placing ointment or perfume on Tutankhamun. This throne is about 3 feet tall and was wrapped in linen. It is a wooden chair with a solid, slightly sloping back panel, arms, open work side panels, and 4 legs curved to resemble lion legs. Talsley wrote the chair was covered in gold and silver foil and inlaid with colorful stones, glass, and faience. As most ancient Egyptians squatted on the floor or sat on low stools, chairs were a luxury item, indicative not only of wealth but also of power, Talsley wrote. Number 8. Chariots. 6 chariots were found in Tutankhamun's tomb, according to research published in 2020 in the Journal Branch for International Committee for Egyptology. Carter referred to 2 of the most elaborate chariots as state chariots. The team noted in their paper the researchers' in-depth analysis and restoration of one of the state chariots found that it had a canopy above it that could have provided shade for those riding in it. The chariots also has images of 6 foreign captives on its right side, as well as hieroglyphs with the names of Tutankhamun and Ankhesenamun. It also has an image of a solar falcon with outstretched wings and a hieroglyphic inscription saying that the falcon represents Horus, an Egyptian god associated with the sun. This entire design may be interpreted as the appearance of the royal couple adored by the pupil of Egypt, ensuring the life and stability of the king and queen under the sun god who is hovering above and protecting them, the team wrote in their paper. Number 9. Trumpets. 2 trumpets, one made of silver and the other of gilded bronze, were found in Tutankhamun's tomb and are among the oldest surviving labrosans, instrument played with vibrations from the lips in the world according to the book, The Science of Brass Instrument. Musician James Tappern played the drums in a 1939 BBC broadcast that can be heard on YouTube. However, to play the drums, he had to use a modern wooden mouthpiece, so it's not clear if the pitches Tappern played would have been possible in Tutankhamun's time. The researchers noted today the playing of these instruments is prohibited because of their fragility. Number 10. Anubis. This statue of Anubis, a jackal-headed ancient Egyptian god associated with mummification, was found in Tutankhamun's tomb. It is made of wood and gold. Number 11. Breastplate. This colorful breastplate was discovered in the tomb of Tutankhamun and appears to have a scrap-shaped amulet at center. These amulets were often found in ancient Egypt, as the scrap beetle was seen as a symbol of resurrection or rebirth. Number 12. Osiris wall painting in tomb. This wall painting in Tutankhamun's tomb shows the pharaoh interacting with Osiris, a deity considered to be god of the underworld. Tut was about 19 years old when he passed away. Number 13. Ivory covered box. This wooden box covered with ivory is from the tomb of Tutankhamun. The box has elaborate paintings on it that display motifs which are difficult to interpret. Number 14. Anubis and Hathor wall painting. In this wall painting, Tutankhamun is flanked by the ancient Egyptian deities Anubis and Hathor. Anubis is a jackal-headed god associated with mummification, while Hathor is associated with fertility and love, among other things. Number 15. Animal mural. This mural from Tutankhamun's tombs appears to show 6 baboons, as well as a scrap on a board. Baboons were imported to Egypt from further south, while scrap beetles were associated with rebirth or resurrection. Number 16. Canopic jars. The lid of canopic jars found in Tutankhamun's tomb. Jars like these held the remains of internal organs, such as the liver and lungs, that were removed during the mummification process. Number 17. Tut and wife. Tutankhamun and his wife Ankhesenamun are shown in this painting found in Tut's tomb. The tomb of Ankhesenamun has not been found and is believed to be somewhere in the Valley of the Kings. Number 18. Cup. This floral-shaped cup is from Tutankhamun's tomb. The hieroglyphic inscription on it asks that Tut be given millions of years of life. Number 19. Jar. This jar found in Tutankhamun's tomb has a line at top. These motifs at the bottom may represent Egypt's enemies in Nubia and Western Asia and may represent triumph over them. The jar may have been used to hold cosmetics. Number 20. Shabti. A Shabti found in Tutankhamun's tomb. Shabtis are commonly found in ancient Egyptian tombs and were meant to serve the deceased in the afterlife. This Shabti is made of limestone and is holding a crook and flail. Number 21. Bed. This bed is one of several found in the tomb of Tutankhamun. Made of wood, gilded with gold, it has depictions of cows on it. In ancient Egypt, cows were sometimes associated with Hathor, a goddess associated with fertility and love. Number 22. Diadem. This diadem found in Tutankhamun's tomb has depiction of a vulture and cobra on it. It is made of gold along with glass, lapis lazuli, obsidian and malachite, among other materials. Next, number 23. Mummy. Tutankhamun's mummy still rests in his tomb in the Valley of the Kings, while many of the objects in his tomb have been moved into museums. The pharaoh remains in his tomb. Number 24. Hippo Hunter. This small statue found in Tutankhamun's tomb shows the pharaoh hunting hippos with a harpoon. Despite his health problems, it's possible that Tut went hippo hunting in real life. Number 25. Model boat. A model of a boat found in the tomb of Tutankhamun, made of painted wood with sail rigging. The model is about 3.9 inches across and 8.7 inches long. Number 26. Outside box. The 3 coffins of Tutankhamun were found in a quartzite box. Shown here, it has depictions of 4 goddesses inscribed on it: Isis, Nefertiti, Neith and Selkit. Number 27. More Shabbatis. Additional Shabbatis found in Tutankhamun's tomb. One of them has a headdress known as a Name's headdress, and the other has a wig known as a Nubian wig. Number 28. Wooden box. A painted wooden box that was found in Tutankhamun's tomb. It has depictions of hunting scenes on it. Number 29. Gold buckle. This golden buckle was found in Tutankhamun's tomb. It has a depiction of the pharaoh riding on his chariot. Number 30. Headrest. This headrest, made of blue faience, was found in the tomb of Tutankhamun. It could be used a bit like a pillow. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.